What's going on, guys? My name is TeftyTeft, and welcome to another episode of Destiny, where I will be talking about Destiny this time around, kind of like last week. CBSKing said maybe I should start doing some sort of a podcast type of thing, and I may or may not try to do something weekly. I don't know. I figured that it would be a good time to talk about some House of Wolves stuff, because we had a whole reveal this week on the Reef, and that was really cool, and we did a podcast on it and talked about all these details. And yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So first off, nothing new here that I'm going to be revealing or anything like that. It's just more of my own personal thoughts and insight on it. And also, I just wanted to say that I think the Reef reveal is really cool. I think what they're doing to the game is amazing. The changes so far, like, whoa, this is a major changes. This isn't like the Dark Below for our vanilla Destiny to the Dark Below. This is some serious changes that they're doing to the game. For one, if I look at my notes here, yeah, I've got notes on a page. For one, looking at my notes, the damage and defense nodes, it makes sense that those would eventually go away. For one, when you get a weapon and you level up the actual damage, you wouldn't really notice that much of a change. Like when I do my before and after videos, I'm like, yeah, so I get a little bit of a damage boost, like 20%, you know, something like that, but it's not a major thing. So it did kind of make me go in the beginning thinking like, why did they have these damage nodes in the first place? And I think Bungie is realizing, why did they have those damage nodes in the first place as well, which is interesting. So a lot of changes, because for me playing the game since September, this is definitely going to be a different Destiny for people who pick up a copy of Destiny for their summer vacation in like July. I mean, they're going to be playing a different game. And so, yeah, I mean, that's just one thing. Like, it sounds like it could be kind of a small thing, but like, oh, well, the upgrade paths are being changed. Well, for us Destiny players who've played over 1,000 hours easily, like, that's some major changes going on. The other thing is, like, the economy. So they're changing it so that you can reach the max light level with any of the gear. From what I understand, what they're doing is that your Vanguard gear, your Crucible gear, your raid gear can all be ascended to the new max light level. That's very interesting because it changes the light level race. You know, back in September it was like, who's going to hit 30? And then when Dark Below was released, it's like, who's going to hit 32 first, you know? So now it's like, okay, so you have the armor ready to hit 34. All right, you just have to get Etheric light, right? So that's, or have some exotic shards laying around. So that's interesting how they're changing that economy. And suddenly, like, the Ascendant materials and the Radiant materials that we've all been collecting are, you know, they're valuable, but they're not like, oh yeah, I got that end game upgrade material that I've been hoping for, that I could have like a bunch of. You know, it's like, it's not really the same thing anymore. It's like, also makes me wonder why have Radiant energy in the first place, since it's only Crota's gear that you can get that stuff with. That's a little, you know, not to crap on Bungie, but it definitely feels a little unplanned from when you think about vanilla Destiny, where it's at, and where they're going to take it to House of Wolves that's coming out. And I'm very excited about House of Wolves. Do not mistake that one bit. I'm thrilled of all these changes, what's going to be happening to it. But it is definitely interesting to see it's definitely interesting to watch them go through these changes and be like, oh, you know what, these damage nodes, they don't make sense, or the damage defense nodes, they don't make sense. And oh, and the fact that we have Radiant materials versus Ascendant materials, gosh, we shouldn't have done that in the first place. And now commendations pile up like crazy, and now they're going to phase them out completely, and we're going to get to spend those to get reputation. That's great. I'm happy about the extra reputation, but it's also another thing that's like, what? Who thought that they should put these in the game in the first place? You know, I don't know. It's weird. Again, not to crap on Bungie, because I love Bungie. I've played basically all their games, and I've played a lot of them, including Destiny, or not just Destiny. So yeah, it's interesting watching this evolution. Both very exciting and also like, wow, why didn't they think of that? But then again, you know, hindsight's 20/20, as they say. So. But anyways, yeah, so the light level race is basically going to come down to Etheric light now, as opposed to getting drops in a raid and then upgrading them with the materials that you get. So that's interesting. It's a different atmosphere that Destiny is going to become. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people who are going to pick this game up in June, July, August for their summer vacation are going to experience a different Destiny. You know, I mean, yeah, the beginning is for the most part the same. you level up to 20 and then you go through that experience. But Destiny is so much more than just hitting level 20. So it's very interesting. Also, weapon skins. Wow. I know it's just cosmetic, but when you've used that Fatebringer with that color for so long, I would love to be able to color the Fatebringer something else. Red, green, I don't know, just something. Because the bronzy poop brown, I'm not a huge fan of it. I love the weapon, so I'm like, okay, whatever the weapon wants to be. But if they do have weapon skins, because it hasn't been officially confirmed yet. On Planet Destiny, Ryan has been doing some amazing sleuthing, going through and looking at stuff. And he discovered a little picture of a Fang of Iriat that looked like it had a different skin on it. And that's interesting. That would be so awesome, because also like the Crota's End gear, like I said, the only one I really use is Black Hammer. So I like the way Black Hammer looks, actually. But again, Fatebringer, I would love to be able to color Fatebringer something else. Like I said, red, green, purple, yellow, I don't care. Right now it's poop brown bronze, and I don't really care for the look of it all that much. I love the fact that it makes things explode. That's what I love about the Fatebringer. So that's really cool. Again, different Destiny game than people have played in the past. That's going to be coming out. So the other interesting thing about House of Wolves is this is rounding out to be much more than a DLC from what it looks like. You know, you look at the Dark Below, and there was some changes. They introduced a few new concepts in the open world that we have on the, you know, with like the Blades of Crota and all that, and a new raid, and it felt standard, like a standard issue expand or DLC. This is supposed to be a DLC because it's part of the season pass, and it's feeling a lot more like an expansion. I mean, they're really listening to us as a community and going, wow, we have to deliver. We have to deliver. Like, there has to be some stuff laid down, and us going, whoa, this is amazing. And the fact that they said there wasn't going to be a raid is like, you know, that's very bitter. So they're like, here's all this vinegar, now gobble up all the sugar. And it's exciting. So again, like with the Vanguard gear, or the tower gear, the tower weapons and all that, it feels like a complete revamp. You know, like it's not just skins, it's whole new geometry models, and also the number of new weapon perks. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Again, Ryan from Planet Destiny, he did a lot of that research that I talked about on that video that I made for them. And so we collaborated on that video, and that, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they're putting into this, and a lot of changes to the atmosphere. Again, it's like the ecosystem and atmosphere of this game is changing dramatically with House of Wolves. I think it's going to be for the better. I really do. And again, all these new type of perks. I wonder if they're going to remove perks too, you know, like shot package for a shotgun. Maybe they're going to be like, yeah, fell winners with a shot package, that's OP. Sorry. So maybe you should hold on to that and not re-roll that in the future. Just, you know, I don't know, speculation right there. Yeah, so that's some amazing stuff that's coming out. I'm really excited about it. And also reforging. Wow. I mean, it's like a dream come true, right? Being able to reforge all those Vanguard weapons. Again, it's House of Wolves specific weapons that they said. They did not say that you could reforge Dark Below Vanguard or Crucible gear or Vanilla Destiny either. I do believe you'll be able to reforge faction gear though. I don't know if you'll probably have to ascend it to max level first before you can reforge it, from what I'm guessing. I don't know that for a fact, because it seems like the early adopters, you know, you have to jump through the hoops to get that stuff ready before it can be ascended to the next level, or year one levels. They're saying that, again, the newcomers are going to be able to play in the summer and be like, whoa, this game's awesome. But yeah, reforging is going to be a game changer. I mean, my God, you get a crap shotgun from Nightfall and you're like, man, take it to the gunsmith, reforge that baby. Say sniper rifles, if your fusion rifle has like Cascade on it, reforge it, you know? It's gonna be awesome. I do wonder what it's gonna do to the Crucible though, because everybody is gonna be able to reforge the best sniper and the best shotgun and the best hand cannon and scout rifle and all that to just like what they're doing with Iron Banner. And is it good or bad, or both? That's the real question, and I don't have an answer. I think on one end, it really expands the end game and expands the experience that we're going to have with Destiny. On the other hand, yeah, it's going to be a pain in the Crucible when somebody discovers that specific combination of perks that maybe a new perk has and starts breaking the Crucible for 2 weeks until they release a patch, you know? So, I don't know. I think overall, we're in really good hands. And I do think that just having the Iron Banner be able to reforge weapons was a problem. Because if you didn't play the Iron Banner and you didn't get those weapons and you didn't take the time to reforge them, then you're out of luck. If you didn't get the Fell Winners and you didn't reforge it for Shop Package and Hammerforge, out of luck. So, but again, that's thinking as competitive as possible, you know? So there's a tier of players that are saying, I want to be as competitive as possible, and then there's another tier of players that are saying, I really like this game and I like playing it. Cool. And then there's another tier of players that are like, yeah, I play it every now and then and I get what I get and whatever, it's fine, you know? So I like to think of myself somewhere in between really competitive and I play the game all the time, you know? So in between that level, I worry about these things about the Crucible, but then again, it's all good because I think Bungie's got it under control. They're going to see a problem and they're going to fix it, you know? So, yeah. So I don't know. Will it break the Crucible? Probably. Yes, and also Iron Banner will be next week with the new patch 1.1.2 in play. That'll be interesting to see how that affects things. I also just got the Light in the Dark bounty on the PS4. I will be able to play with the Thorn again. I'm thinking about just knocking it out today. Just like spending 5 hours and just doing it all in one swoop. But yeah. Anyways, guys, yeah, it's just me, you know, giving some more House of Wolves thoughts. I'm really excited about what's going on. Also, if you haven't checked it out yet, we did a podcast with Dychronic, and we all talked about the House of Wolves stream and the reveal stuff. I'll put a link in the description so you can check that out. And I did the Nightfall for Planet Destiny again. I've been doing those regularly, and I don't think there's an end to it in the future. I'll probably just be doing those regularly for Planet Destiny from now on. Will I do it for my own channel? I don't think so anymore. But you know what? I'm thinking about doing more PvP stuff with a camera. So look for that. Yeah. So anyways, guys, that's it for this. I just want to give a quick update and my thoughts on the House of Wolves. Oh, I also wanted to ask you guys a quick question. I did the Xur video this week for Planet Destiny. And I haven't thought about doing Xur videos on my channel ever until now. And I want to know what you guys think if I should do Xur videos on this channel. So it's a genuine question from me to you guys, you amazing subscribers. So alright guys, that's it for me. Just a short update video. Well, is it short? It's actually, no, it's probably not gonna be short. Anyways guys, I really appreciate the support. Until next time, peace.